Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you? Hope you all are fine. In today's mathematics class, our topic is telling the time earlier and later. We will do book page number 137. And this is me, your maths teacher, Miss Maimuna Sohail. Students, first I will explain earlier, telling the time earlier. The question is what the time that is 1 hour earlier than the time shown. Now you will look at the clock carefully. It is 9 o'clock. So 1 hour earlier, what will be? Earlier mean 1 hour before. So 1 hour before, it will be 8 o'clock. So earlier mean before. So 1 hour before 9 o'clock, it will be 8 o'clock. Now there is 5 o'clock. So 1 hour earlier it will be, 1 hour before it will be, yes, 4 o'clock. Now look at this clock. What is the time that is 1 hour earlier than the time shown? There is 12 o'clock. So 1 hour earlier, 1 hour before it will be, yes, it will be 11 o'clock. Now look at this clock. There is 7 o'clock. So 1 hour earlier, it will be 6 o'clock. Now look at this clock carefully. What the time that is 1 hour earlier than the time shown? There is 4 o'clock. So 1 hour earlier, it will be 3 o'clock. Now students, we will do book page, telling the time earlier and later. Now the question number 3 is, look at the clock, then write the time that is 1 hour earlier than the time shown. Student, keep in your mind that earlier mean before. In part A, there is 5 o'clock. So 1 hour earlier it will be, yes, 1 hour before it will be 4 o'clock. In next clock, there is 1 o'clock. So 1 hour earlier it will be, yes, it will be 12 o'clock. Remaining parts we will do in our Zoom class. Then we will do the next question. First I will explain telling the time later. Students, keep in your mind earlier means before and later mean after. So the question is what the time that is 1 hour later than the time shown. There is 2 o'clock. So 1 hour later it will be 3 o'clock. In next clock, this is 6 o'clock. So 1 hour later it will be 7 o'clock. In this clock, there is 9 o'clock. So 1 hour later mean after. After 1 hour it will be 10 o'clock. In this clock, this is 5 o'clock. So 1 hour later it will be 6 o'clock. In this clock, the time is 11 o'clock. So what will be the time after 1 hour? Later, it will be 12 o'clock. Students, I hope you understood. Now we will solve book page. The question is, now write the time that is 1 hour later than the time shown. In part A, there is 6 o'clock. So 1 hour later it will be 7 o'clock. Later mean after. And part B, there is 3 o'clock. So 1 hour later it will be 4 o'clock. Student, it is very easy if you will keep in your mind that earlier mean before and later mean after. Students, we will do the same book page in our Zoom class. Remaining parts we will do in our Zoom class. Students, I hope you understood. Thank you. Allah Hafiz. Have a nice day.